When you look back and you think about maybe the different teams that you faced, Liverpool were up there, Arsenal were up there, Chelsea were there for a while, Manchester City is sort of your main rival now. Have you had to tailor your approach to those different challenges from an opposition point of view over the years?
When I first came down, of course, as you said, Liverpool were the dominant team. Although my first year here, Everton had won the league. We were a really strong, powerful team. And Liverpool got it back again. And then when George Graham's Arsenal beat them to win the title, and I think they won it again soon after that, we knew where we had to get to, you know, in the sense of the challenge, and to get to be in the top elite of the league. And then winning the 92-93 season just started a roller coaster of success, and the consistency we've created since then has been amazing, really amazing.
One thing I found fascinating that you did recently is you talked about how much you think about the team who train very near to here.
Well, they're a danger, there's no doubt about that. I've said that. I said it, I don't know, it was a year ago or about a year and a half ago. I made the point, which was for my supporters. Just expect us to be playing in big games all the time now. Whether it's in semi-finals, the FA Cup, the Charity Shield, Challenge for the League, we're going to meet each other in big games now. For many years we had Arsenal, for quite a few years we had Chelsea, and now we get City. And accept the challenge, don't be afraid of that. This club is rich in its history in terms of challenges. What was the challenge that Matt had after losing his team in the 58? Winning European Cup within 10 years with a team really laced with boys produced by the club. That's the kind of challenge that Manchester United are good at.
I asked Martin Keown what I should ask you, and he said, ask him about buying the best player he can when they lose a title. He did that to us. He did it when they lost to Manchester City. Is that part of your plan of reaction, as it was with Robin van Persie last summer?
There's no plan to that. You can't plan these things. You don't plan to lose a league anyway. We plan to win a league. I never thought we'd have any chance against Robin van Persie. I didn't think Arsenal was Celsius. My discussions with Arsenal were good but long. It took a long time to get the deal.
Weeks, months?
Probably a couple of months, maybe, yeah. Probably a couple of months. Yeah, it would be about that. There was never any debate that they realised that the lad was wanting to leave. It was a matter of agreeing with Arsenal a price that both were. In negotiations, the outcome is satisfaction. Now the party's happy, but they're satisfied. I think that was the situation.
You always get asked about the best player you've signed, all the time. If Robin van Persie continues as he is, will you have to add him to the list of players that you mentioned?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm delighted to do that, and I think that will be the case. His first season with us has been phenomenal. And he's given everybody a lift, you know, in terms of his knowledge of the game and his ability have been fantastic.
I know you see yourself very much as a developer of potential. I just wonder how your role, how you see it, has changed in your 26 years at Old Trafford. Are you less on the training ground now?
I'm never off the training ground. I never miss a training session. My observation is the most important part now. The value of this club is the consistency of staff. If you look at Manchester United as is today, you can go right down to youth level. There's members of my staff who've been with me for 20 years and more. So that creates a loyalty from both sides, from me to them, them to me. So there's a value in consistency and loyalty.
Do you enjoy what everyone refers to as the mind games? And do you see that as, I suppose, a significant management tool that you have got better at using over the years?
That's overrated, all that.
Is it?
Trust me. When dealing with success, you have to deal with myth also, you know? And there's a lot of myths surrounding anyone's success. So yeah, of course, there's plenty of myth. And that mind games thing, it definitely is overrated. It's a bit of a myth. And
when you hear these myths, do you laugh about them? What's your response?
Yeah,
Does it make you angry?
The great one is former shipyard worker. That's a good one.
Never worked in a shipyard?
Never worked in shipyards. My dad and my brothers, my uncles all worked there, but not me. I was too intelligent. That's what happens, you know. There's a lot of little things like that, but you know, you've got too many more important things to talk about and to worry about in our game, because we're in a competitive environment. The industry is cutthroat, as you see, every week.
And talking to you about myths as well, do you think there are myths surrounding other managers? You've got a fella coming very soon who is probably the myth in world football, Mourinho. Is he really as we see him, or you know him very well?
Well, I think Jose probably enjoys it better than I do.
He seems like he does.
He does, honestly. He's brilliant at it. I think he plays the games too. I think he enjoys that part, you know, and he's got that mischievous part about him, you know, that you're never quite sure of what he's up to, you know. My advice to myself is, I don't go down that road and try to contest that, because he's a clever bugger, you know. And so I let him go on with it. And as long as he keeps bringing a decent bottle of wine, I let him off it.
He can do what he wants.
Exactly.
When you talk about history, you get up early anyway. When you're playing Real Madrid, is that the sort of thing that gets you up earlier in the morning? You think, come on, this is a challenge. Maybe, this is a historical football match.
Maybe I don't want to get up.
Stay in bed.
Yeah, exactly. No, but it's going to be a fantastic game. There's no doubt about that. I watch Real Madrid every week. I watched them Saturday night when they played Granada. I thought Ronaldo scored a great goal again. Only it was for the other team. But no, I'm looking forward to that, because I've got to make sure I pick the right team. And that's my biggest challenge in this game. We know the strengths of them, their obvious strengths. The atmosphere will be absolutely fantastic. Going to the Bernabeu, they don't lose many games at the Bernabeu. They don't lose many games.
Do you think that to understand the pressure, the complexity, the difficulty of a managerial role, you have to have been a manager to fully appreciate that?
There have been situations where a guy's been a player one day and a manager the next. Now you tell me how that works.
Difficult.
Preparation. I went full time at 22 years of age. The minute I was a toolmaker. I was not going back to engineering. Absolutely no way was I going back to engineering.
I thought you were a shipyard worker.
Yeah, exactly. And I prepared to stay in the game. And by doing that, I was at coaching, the coaching classes every summer, whether it be Willis Hall, Germany, Largs every year. I prepared to stay in the game. And what I'm saying is, I read all this nonsense about fast-tracking players because they're internationals. Is not doing them any favours whatsoever. You need to have a preparation, whether you've been an international or a non-league player, to be able to be successful in management. They have to have a long apprenticeship.
When you do go, is it going to be you who makes that decision?
Oh, definitely, no doubt about that.
No one else will influence that?
No, it's what I feel myself.
And is that going to be 3 Champions League titles, or is it going to be a time when you wake up in the morning and think, do you know what, I don't.
Well, this
not
question
sure I feel
comes
this
up
anymore.
more and more simply because as each year goes along, I go older, and it's a fact of life. I can't avoid that.
That's not a myth.
No, exactly. You're right there. But the issue is really is how I feel within myself, because as you get older, you're not guaranteed your health. No one is when you get into your 70s. I just touch wood that my health remains for a long time yet. And at the moment, everything is hunky-dory. But you never know, we're vulnerable to age, you know. And that really is the question mark, really. That's the question. You know, how am I feeling in a year's time, 2 years' time, 3 years' time, whatever.
Do you think that you could survive at this club if you went, I don't know, 5 years without a trophy, say? Would the pressure come on you very early?
Well, it wouldn't happen. Simple as that.
Well, you wouldn't go 5 years without winning something?
No chance. I don't believe I would.
And 20 league titles would look nice as well, wouldn't it?
Well, I hope so. You know, that I know that at this moment in time, it looks a healthy lead, you know, but the difference for United as opposed to last year was we didn't anticipate the unexpected at Wigan. That was a mistake. And when we played Everton at home, 4-2 up with 7 minutes to go, we didn't anticipate a reaction from Everton coming back at us that way. That won't happen this year.
You won't let it happen again?
It won't happen. Trust me.
Don't look at me those eyes.